G'day everyone and welcome back to Farm Manager World. Everybody's going out there in their little sperm suits. The yellow ones. I'm guessing they're heading out. I don't know what they're going to spray. I don't know what they're going to spray actually. Corn's doing well. Everything seems to be good. Desired value 85. We're a little bit high because we had a fair bit of rain actually. So we need to keep that in mind. Desired value 70. We're sitting at 66, which isn't too bad. No penalties there. And in here, 70%. We're sitting at 77%. So we're not getting any penalties there either. Thank you guys for your response to our previous my previous episode, or episode 1 basically. I'm glad that some of you guys are really excited. It's just the game's just done an update. So what I want to do is I want to try and see if where are we? If we can turn vertical sync on and apply it now. No, we can't. Well, that sucks big time, doesn't it? And for some reason, I can't bloody hear anything. So there you go. Let's resume. Doesn't sound like there's not much sound in this game. Like there's not much ambient sound or anything. It's kind of a little bit. But it's not very loud. It's not very loud at all. All right, no worries. So you guys probably can't hear any sound. I apologize about that. Now it has now somebody did suggest to me, I think maybe I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess who it was. But they said that the frozen fish is a really good thing to do. So we're probably going to work maybe towards some fish farms, as well as what we've got going on here with our coffee and stuff. We are at some point in time going to have to get ourselves some tractors and stuff. And I think for coffee, I think orchard tractors are probably the best to do. At the moment, I mean, our income's like minus $16,000 a month, which is pretty crap, and I reckon it will be until we get this coffee running. Do we invest in tractors and stuff now, or do we not invest in tractors now? Tough question to answer. I'm going to throw a little bit of road in here though, and I'm going to run that probably through there, I think. So let's get that happening. Beautiful. Purely because what sort of tractors will we be looking at? Well, for the fields that we are doing. Oh, look, can you? Oh, tree panning for apricots and pears and all that type of stuff. I think when I played Farm Manager 2, I had a lot of grapes growing because we were making wine and we were pumping wine out. But I also did have some orchard stuff happening. What's the transplanter do? The transplanter does red pepper plants and stuff. And it needs a good tractor to do that. So that's cabbage, got gooseberry, which is pretty good. We've got strawberries and stuff. I would actually really like to probably get some greenhouses going as well. We've got potatoes. South America would probably be pretty good for potatoes, wouldn't it? So, well, we can have a look at that in a minute. Vehicle-wise, we've got an orchard tractor, which is what we're probably going to need to be able to do our spraying and stuff in here. So, what would that be? That's like 35 grand. I mean, watering, all that type of stuff. Because coffee would be orchard, wouldn't it? Coffee would definitely be orchard. We've got an orchard sprinkler here for 4 grand. So I don't think, because of the amount of rain that we're having, I don't think that we necessarily need to spray water and water those. We may during some months, so that might be worth thinking about. But if we were to purchase orchard stuff, we would need a sprayer, and we would need the orchard tractor. We would need probably the water sprayer, I would say. So it might be worth doing. Now, if we just have a look at our crops. No, we won't do that. I'll just click. Excuse me. I'll just click on here. I just swallowed the wrong way. Bonuses. Bonus depends on field's optimal humidity, which at the moment it's really good, but unfortunately, with this rain coming through, it may actually ruin our crop, mightn't it? Watering and harvesting is next. So I think all the fertilizing's been done. So I think, what have we got in the way of harvesters? That's worth checking out. Combines. They're combines. We need. Do we have? It's just a normal combine. That's a normal combine. Grain headers. Corn headers. What do we got? I'm just having a little bit of a squiz at all of this, and a little bit of a think about what we're going to do. Do we do the first year of do we do the first year without machines? We've got a potato combine harvester there. We could do a field of potatoes, couldn't we? We could actually do a field of potatoes. That's only worth 30 grand, but we're going to need a bigger tractor for that. What are the bigger tractors? The orchard tractor's worth 35. These are worth 70. Yeah, I mean, we could do that, couldn't we? This could be used for potatoes. Yes, it can be for budding potatoes. So that would be worth thinking about as well, because we definitely want to get machinery out here, and I think maybe we should aim for we should aim for 2026 for machinery. The other stuff that we can do here is what can we do in relation to what we've actually unlocked at the moment. Production, logistics. I think seeds and seedling production would be pretty cool. It's $500 a month. It costs 95 grand, and it produces seeds for everything that you would possibly need. We've got biorefineries, bakeries, mills, slaughterhouses, milk processing plant. Logistics wise, we've got manure storage if we ever get cows. We have a garage, and then we have parking lots as well. So that's for doing maintenance on your machinery. Decorations, no. Repair shop, vet clinic. Greenhouse. Lets you cultivate certain plants in less favourable seasons of the year. Greenhouse soil is always top class. Should we throw a couple of greenhouses in? $250 a month, plus the workers. Where would we put the greenhouses if we were to do it? Because I want to continue with our fields going out here and out in that area there. So we would probably want to put greenhouses down here somewhere. How big is this greenhouse? It's quite large, isn't it? It's quite large. Should we throw a greenhouse in? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just play with this. Let's play with this. I know we're adding expense and stuff like that, but we should have some employees that are probably These are seasonal, these guys. So do we have seasonal, or should we be employing greenhouse workers? Plants. The plant skill affects the size of the harvest. That's orchards. And that's plants there. So there's 1406 a month. We could have her. And we could have her. And we could assign those two to our greenhouse, I reckon. Would probably be a good one. Our greenhouse is ready to go. We could... what crop do we want to do? I wonder what crop is actually quite good to sell. Estimated yield revenue, 5,607. 45 days to grow, so we would be making a profit every month there. That would be really, really good. Cucumber. Insect resistance medium. So insect resistance is medium. So we're looking for green, really, because green's actually really, really good. Green or yellow at least. This one over here, we could do guava. Guava's worth 11,000. That's 250 days. I want something that turns around a little bit quicker, I reckon. And I think 40 days for bok choy is probably actually pretty cool. Let's go bok choy. Lovely. And let's allow automatic manual work. And we've got a couple of people coming through to do that. So what's our temperatures? Desired value for humidity is 75%. It doesn't, our temperature, what do we need to grow this in? Condition 72 to, what does it like? It likes 5 degrees to 27 degrees. So if we set our desired temperature at, say, 25 degrees, we should be okay. So we'll let that go, and we'll let some some guys are going in there and actually working. I would have thought that we would have been able to assign these two. To the greenhouse, because they're good with plants, so it affects the size of the harvest. I would have thought that we would have been able to assign those. Maybe we only need one person for that. Who's the better? Who's the cheaper? Let's get rid of, I'm sorry, Miller. I am sorry, Miller. We'll just get rid of her. And we can't we can't actually allocate her to this, unfortunately. But they're getting everything ready over there anyway to work on, which is really, really good. So we'll see how that goes, because technically that's in 45 days. We should make $5.5 grand out of that. Now that's 250 a month plus the materials. So I reckon we'll get a good 4 grand of profit, maybe a little bit more out of that, which would be good. So we'll see how that goes. Now, if that is successful, and it keeps our seasonal workers working as well. Now, if that's successful, then we should be able to put a second one in as well, which will be really, really good. So, all right, beautiful. What have we got to sell now? Minus 2% on the market, but we'll sell it anyway. We'll get that stuff happening. We do have auto trades sitting there as well, which is good. All right, so that's happening really, really well. It does keep raining, doesn't it? It really does keep raining. let's just have a look at fish farms. That was what I wanted to actually have a look at. Was fish farms. Now I don't know what's that. Provides water access for field irrigation. Training required irrigation system. What would that be? Animals, I would say. There's a fish farm, $100 a month. Enables animals, which enables fish that we could sell. What do fish eat? What do fish eat? That's the question. We would probably have to, let's see, products, fruits, grains, seeds and plants, other. We've got sheep wool, alpaca wool. Figure out what they eat. What do they eat? Oh, the other thing that we do need to do as well is monthly wages are up to almost to the 100% mark, which is no good. 3 of 8 permanent staff, number of seasonal staff. We've got 16 staff. Staff assigned to buildings, animal building and factory, nothing at the moment. I would have thought that we could actually assign that person to if we could have assigned that person to the greenhouse, those people to the greenhouse, I would have thought that that would have been better. So, but unfortunately it's not. Okay, what's going on here? Not enough staff. That'd be because they're working on here, I reckon, at this point in time. 70%, sitting at 78%. But we're still looking at all right for bonuses at the moment, though. So I'm not too upset about that. These guys here are going to do work on this field, I believe. Why'd it go blue? Wet season is here, that's why. Great. How are we going to cope with that? How are we going in here? Fertilization and then planting is going to happen in here. That's going to get that moving. We do have more honey coming in as well. We've got people stocking up, which is good. What are you taking? She's taking some honey in there, which is good. What are you assigned? What building are you assigned to? Beekeeping. So you're assigned to beekeeping. Okay, what about... maybe just having her as an employee actually helps us to... gives us a bonus on our plants and stuff. I don't know how that works. What's happening here? We need to plant this area here. And we're still missing out on staff in here. So we're starting to get a little bit wet now. And the humidity is going to come. The humidity is going right up. Right up. And we're going to start losing our bonus because of the humidity. So we kind of didn't think of that, did we? I wonder whether you can turn watering off. There's a possibility that you can. Where are these guys going? Are they going into here to water? Are they watering or are they spraying? Watering. Okay, so they've planted, they're watering, then they're going to spray, and then they're going to harvest. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Greenhouses might be a way to go. They might be a way to go if we can get greenhouses that give the turnaround. Like if we can, you know, like 45 days for bok choy. They will also allow us to grow vegetables all year round. What's happening here? 99% humidity, so we're going to start losing a bonus here as well, which is going to be a problem. Right. How do I force people to go and work on here? Well, it's saying we don't have enough staff for it, but we don't really need any work. We don't need any watering done. Humidity's up to 100% on here now. Our desired value is about 70, wasn't it? Yeah, about 70. So we can't really do much about that though. But everything is happening. Our coffee fields are going. What we'll probably end up doing, I think, is aiming to put in some more coffee fields right through here and to get some tractors and stuff happening, which is going to speed up processes here, hopefully. There we go, spraying in progress. But I am a little bit concerned about the cost of employees. We are minus 15 grand, but add 5 grand income from the from that. What can we train? Buy land. We can't put somebody in until we buy land. So I wonder how we do research. I've got to work that out as well. I can't remember from the previous one that I played. I can't remember how we did research. We should be getting a bonus out of that. Her happiness is not very good. I'm going to actually boost her income up. No, we'll just leave her like that for now. We'll just leave it like that for now. How's our bee house going? She's doing really, really well. That's Jasmine Frost. That's Elsie Rose. This is growing, and our bonus is obviously going up because we're not going to be affected by the rain, really. I don't think, and then they can ventilate them as well. So 34 days left on growth there. We've got 44 days left there, and our bonus is going down because of the temperature as well. So we're starting to drop for our bonuses. We're starting to drop there. I'm a little bit concerned about it showing that we don't have anybody to work on that field. I'm guessing that's purely because, which you would hate to think that that you would need 6 employees around all the time just to work that field, another 6 just to work that field, because you'd end up with bloody hundreds of employees. We've got 12 employees in here now as it is. So I don't know what's happening there. All right, our bonus is going way down for our corn because of just how, like, 99% humidity. But we are in rain season, so hopefully, what's that? It's got 25 days left for the corn. Hopefully after wet season disappears, we might actually be able to unassigned staff. Why do we have unassigned staff? They're all sleeping when there's work to be done. What do we got here? Animals, fields. Irrigation system. Do we need it? Possibly not. Logistics, no. Machines, no. Staff management training increases the number of employee limit from 25 to 45. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. No trading and general unlocks loans and machine leasing. So we don't really have anything in there that we can actually do at the moment. Unlocks vet building, duration 5 days. Well, I'm guessing we've got to be up to a level something there. Nothing that we can unlock production-wise. Unlocks mills and bakeries, logistics, effective task delegation. That's pretty good. Unlocks capacity, upgrade in warehouse, refrigerated systems. Upgrade the owner's house to medium farm owner's house before we can actually unlock that stuff. So we may need to look at just upgrading that straight off the bat. What do you reckon? Which is going to cost us 50 grand. All right, so we've spent a little bit of money this month. Our auto trade, let's just sell some of that off. Just got to keep some money coming in. How are we going here? 22 days left there. We have 17 days left on our corn. And 21 days left on here. We're probably going to be in a little bit of strife, I reckon. Because everything's going to mature at the same time. We didn't think about that, did we? No, we didn't. It's going to cost us 150 to go up to, obviously, up to that. Let's assign Elsie Rose and Abigail can go in there as well. Now, I wonder whether Abigail's going to come out here now and start working on this. She possibly may do. So there we go. We've got a bit of corn there. Our corn is losing its bonuses most definitely, just purely due to how hot, how wet it is. So I'm hoping that'll come up before we start harvesting it. I think a harvester for harvesting corn, we're going to be looking at a Xena combine probably with a 7-meter corn header, and that's like 165 grand plus that at 5 grand. Eesh. That's a fair bit. We would then also need a tractor and a thing, so I might actually get an orchard tractor, you know. Ploughing a field prepares for sowing and planting by cutting and turning the soil. We all know that. All right. If we were to do that, where would we put our? Where would we build our? Oh, it's very heavy, isn't it? Where would we build our parking lot? Right there. Big thunderstorm. Big thunderstorm. I'm not sure. I'm thinking probably we would have to put our parking lot there. So I'm going to put a parking lot there. I don't want to go too fast. I just don't want to go too fast, but I think that it'll probably help us out if we have an orchard tractor. We can find a used one for 29 grand. I might buy the used one. It's at 90%. So I might buy that. Put that in there. Like that. And what else will we do? We're going to need to buy ourselves an orchard sprayer. So we're going to buy one of those, which can sit in here. Like that. And then we are also going to probably buy ourselves a box trailer, I think. Which, again, can sit in here, like that. Now, what we will do with our employees is we will allow them to drive machinery. Where is our employees? Over here. No, over here. No. So they're both working in that greenhouse. Let's see for you. Can these guys drive? Can these guys... let's slow this down for just a little bit. We're only minus 132,000 now. Can these guys possibly... Who can and can't drive machinery? You can, and you can. It's only permanent employees that can drive machinery, which means we're probably going to need another permanent employee, aren't we? One that's good with machinery. Should we hire somebody that's good at machinery? Possibly. I can't find anybody that's good at driving machinery. They're good at manufacturing. We've got good at beehive. We've got good at shipping and logistics. We've got good at animals, but nobody good at machinery. Allow machinery. Allow machinery. Allow machinery. Possibly not on the cornfield yet. Yep. All right, cool. We've got 7 days left now for our greenhouse, so we should actually be able to sell our first lot of stuff from the greenhouse. And our corn is 2 days off of harvesting. We've got a pretty poor bonus on that, minus 66% due to the moisture. Right. So it looks like we're kind of we've got stuff to be able to run the orchards, which is really, really good because I want to throw some more in, and having the machines to do that. What we are going to need to do though is we are going to need to find some people who are good at machinery, which are these two here. $12.81, $11.74. I'm going to hire her. And probably leave it at that for now, I reckon. So that gives us a machine skill, slows down the wear and tear of used machinery. I think that our employees can do it. I reckon we probably don't need somebody to do that. That's just giving us a bonus. Like, for example, she gives us a bonus to the size of our harvest. That one there, she gives us animal skill affects a collection of speed and collection speed of animal products. So that increases that. So we may not need her at the moment. It might be a waste of an expense. So, but at least our thing's gone down there. We've got 1 day left on that. So when we come back in the next episode, we are actually going to be able to, besides sell that, we are actually going to be able to harvest this stuff and start harvesting this, and that is ready to go. So I'm just going to pause the game here, and I'm going to end this episode here. When we come back for the next episode, we'll be harvesting that, and we will be harvesting that. It looks like we do not have a small silo, so we're probably going to have to put a small silo in as well, which I think we might actually put right there, like that, I think. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this harvesting, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.